What is up, boys? Today we're going to be filming another video on the F30. Many of you have seen it before. Today we're going to be looking at my top 5 personal favorite modifications you can do to get your car ready for a show. Let's hop right into it with number 1. Alright, first up we have the suspension setup. I am running Airlift 3S from Bag Riders. So basically, if you don't know what air suspension is, it gives you the ability to send compressed air to each 4 corners of your car, and you can set your ride height wherever you want it. I have a single compressor setup with I think this is a 5-gallon tank. You don't really have any need for anything else. You could run dual compressors, which is just going to build your compressed air back up faster. But really, if all you're doing is just driving it around, airing it out, airing it back up, you don't really need anything more than a 5-gallon tank and a single compressor, which is what I got here. Yeah, I think I ended up spending $2,800 for the setup, and a good friend of mine installed it. Shout out Rob again. Overall, it's a huge mod. Obviously, if you know anything about stance cars or show cars, it's all about how low it sits, how good the fitment is, and one of the easiest ways, well, not most cost effective, but definitely one of the easiest ways to get your car sitting as low as you want it to be is to have it on air suspension. All right, next up, following air suspension, the second most important in my opinion is going to be wheels. Pretty obvious one. I think it's kind of a well-known thing in the stance community, the law of stance. It's just low first and then wheels, always the 2 most important things to do. All right, here I have a set of 19x9 Wedge Crane Cerberus 2s. These particular ones are actually, I think all of them are 5x114 because they're Japanese wheels. So I'm running an adapter currently until I can get them either re-drilled or re-hub the car so I can run them without an adapter. But I think it's very important to get wheels on the car after you go low. I think a lot of people do like the stock look with low wheels, but I think it's definitely sets the car apart. As you can see, I think these are my 3rd set of wheels. The car came on obviously OEM BMW wheels. After that, I think I bought some random set of Sparco black wheels. Maybe we can find a picture of that and throw it up on the screen. Interesting time. After that, I went a completely different route and found some old 6 Series style 121 BMW wheels to put on the car. We can throw a picture of that on the screen. That wasn't too long ago. Many of you remember that. And then finally, first set of 3-piece wheels are on the car. One with the white face, chrome lips. I think the front has 2.5-inch lips and the rear is 3-inch. Got the chrome hardware, black center caps. Price point for these wheels, I think I got the base wheel for about $1,800. They didn't have good lips. They were really bad spec, obviously. I think I ended up re-lipping them for about $450, $500. Bought some hardware. I think the total price ended up coming in about $2,400, maybe $2,500 after everything was said and done. Tires are 215, 35, 19. Pretty annoying spec if you ever blow a tire, as we found out multiple times in Greenville. But yeah, overall, wheels will set your car apart if you do it right. Like I said, low first, I went with air suspension, and then wheels. 2 most critical points of modifications. All right, next up after wheels, we're gonna go with wrap as number 3. So the wrap that I have here is in Nosatech. It's gonna be super gloss sand. I like how it turned out. I think the white wheels looks good with it. I think a color change, obviously. I think the big 3, low, wheels, color change. Price on the wrap, I think when it was all said and done after install, it ran me about $3,000. Not far off the other 2, as we previously said. Definitely worth it. Obviously, it's up to your personal preference, whether you like paint or wrap. There's benefits to both. Quick and easy. There's different color options. It's just up to your personal preference, obviously. But yeah, I think the wrap ran about $3,000. Other companies, other than Nosatech, are gonna be a little bit cheaper, but like I said, if you cut corners, you're gonna notice it in the long run. So, number 4, after wrap, air suspension, wheels, all of that, we have carbon fiber accessories or just any kind of trim accessories. Starting off with this, these are carbon fiber M Sport double slotted grills. I think I got these from Keys Motorsports. I don't even think they sell them anymore, but they have 2 slots on each section instead of 1, and then the trim around the edges is all wet gloss carbon fiber. I think those ran about $400 to $500 if I remember correctly. Easiest install of the entire car. I think you just pop them out, pop those back in. Moving on, we have the mirror caps. These, a little bit cheaper, I think. They're like $300, $350 for carbon fiber mirror caps. Initially, I thought I wanted the M Sport ones with the little wing that comes off here, but honestly, I think literally everyone runs those on BMWs nowadays, so I thought I'd just opt for the regular F30 style mirrors, but carbon fiber touch, just a lot cleaner, matches the front grills. Next up, we have these side skirts here. These are actually half skirts. Most people get side skirts that run the entire length of the car. As you can see, this one starts about where the end of the front door is, also made of carbon fiber. I think those ran about $300, $400 as well. Easy to install, just bolts into the bottom. These ones, as you probably can't see in this, but the entire bottom is just scraped all to hell. Like I said before, even though I'm on air suspension, I feel the need to ride unnecessarily low. So I guess at this point they're just protecting the bottom of my car, but definitely looks good, helps the car lay out flat on the ground, especially if you're gonna be in a showroom where the floor is perfectly flat. Without side skirts, it's gonna be pretty hard to really just lay the car out. So that's definitely another big one when it comes to accessorizing. The last carbon piece, oh actually, not the last carbon piece, but next noticeable one is gonna be trunk clip spoiler. I think this was close to $650, maybe $700. They have a bunch of different sizes though. You can get small ones. This is a pretty aggressive size. As you can see, it comes up maybe 3 inches, which is a lot. It definitely gives the car a really aggressive feel. I know the big wings aren't for everybody, so big throw up wing or duckbill. I guess for now we're team duckbill. So carbon fiber trunk spoiler is definitely another huge one. And I think the last carbon piece we have on the outside of this car is this little thing. This is the radio antenna whatever for BMWs. It's called a shark fin, I guess, if you want to look it up online. This is a carbon fiber cover, so you just take actually I don't think you have to take the OEM one off. I think it just goes right over top of it and sits right on top with 3M tape. I think that was like $80, $85, maybe $100 after shipping. So probably one of the cheapest carbon fiber parts you can get. Nice little touch, but yeah. So maybe altogether 400, 800, 1100, 1200, maybe $1,600 for every single carbon piece on the outside is not bad considering. I think I got the wing during Black Friday or something like that, like $150 off. So yeah, definitely another huge aspect to a show car. If you want to build that, is going to be your carbon fiber accessories. Number 5, last up, we have headlights and taillights or any kind of lighting. This car came stock with the regular yellow headlights. For the longest time, I really wanted to upgrade, so I finally did. I can't remember the exact kind of headlights these are. I just know they're about $600, $700. And if you're looking to buy some, do a little bit of research, read the descriptions, and make sure they're compatible with your car, because there's a couple different trim models, and you can get into some annoying code lights if you buy the wrong ones. So these I thought were pretty unique. I mean, they have the rings, obviously. It's one of the most unique features about BMWs is the angel eyes, or whatever you want to call them. Initially, I thought these were sequential headlights with these little cubes in the corners. But yeah, the headlights definitely add a good look to the car, make it look more aggressive if you have the older headlights like I did. Still a pretty expensive upgrade, but if you're looking to build something show worthy, I think lighting is going to have to be one of the things you put in your budget. So yeah, moving on to the taillights. You follow me back here to the back of the car. All right, now we have the taillights back into the car. So these, I think they might be VLAN tails, I cannot remember, but they are clear housing, as you can see, not the regular red housing. Black casing around the back. They're the M Sport taillights, so they have these 2 individual things that kind of curve like that. These do have sequential taillights, unlike the front. Definitely a huge upgrade to a show car. Like I said before, having newer or the newest lighting you can get on the car definitely does not make the car look like the year it's from. This is a 2013, but if you're looking at it just from the outside, you wouldn't be able to tell if I told you it was a 2018. So, like I said, headlights and taillights, another huge, huge upgrade for any kind of show car. All right, that's gonna just about do it for us today. Definitely a lot more videos to come on the F30. Definitely a lot more parts. Definitely not done with the build yet. I got to take it to some more shows this year. I think we're going to be at Gatlinburg, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely come see the car at Gatlinburg, talk to us, see if it's for filming. We also have another car we're going to be introducing. Lane went out and made a big boy purchase. Definitely a sick car. So instead of watching a car that's already done, you're going to be able to step through the process with us and actually build a show car from the ground up. That video should go up hopefully a week from when you're seeing this one. And yeah, definitely don't miss that. Like, subscribe, do all the things that are below the videos that you should do. And we'll see you next time. Bye.